The battle for the Contenders Championship is heating up. A mere 7 points separates the top two after a drop week-worthy performance from our points leader last week in Sonoma. Can Klaus Kreutzer narrow the gap even further tonight? How fast can Goddard bounce back to hold on to the title spot? We go green in Scotland to find out live next on ASM. Our venue for this evening is the virtual Knockhill Circuit. North American Simulated Auto Racing started visiting Knockhill in 2022A. This tight and undulating circuit in Scotland is known for its fast elevation changes and tricky dirt section. Compact layout leaves little room for error, making overtaking a challenge, and racecraft absolutely essential. With its fast jumps, aggressive curbs, and unpredictable surface transitions, Knockhill delivers intense, edge-of-your-seat racing. The format in NASA Rallycross Contenders is as follows. We're finishing open practice now, which leads us into a 3-lap single-car qualifying session that splits the field equally into 6-lap heat races. The qualifying order inverted. No drivers transfer out of the heats. Everyone's sent to the semifinals, which are also 6 laps. The top 5 transfer to the feature, and the winner receives a bonus point. This sets the grid for our 10-lap feature race where the points are awarded, trophies are handed out. Unique to NASA Rallycross Futures and Contenders, the Joker Lap is taken twice all evening. The 26th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders continues tonight, live on the Automotive Sports Network with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaud as we welcome you to the 8th running of the Scottish Grand Prix. NASA Rallycross Challenge is always brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you so much, Rob, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season long on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you so much, Andrew, for all of your camera support. And finally, the intro music that you heard this evening on NASA World Feed is produced Alex Abetti. Bryan, record hopes are done, but the championship is still Goddard's to lose. Kreutzer has an opportunity tonight here to make a statement. Think he can do it?
Well, Justin, it comes down to where you start, I think, tonight. Grid position is super important here.
Totally.
If you're starting on the outside, you're in for some chaos. We saw a lot of chaos last night here. And it's looking like Goddard's fallen to 4th in practice so far. So that's an outside line grid spot if everybody was going at once. So it's gonna be a toss up. This first turn is probably the scariest turn in all of Rallycross.
I agree. And the exit of the dirt section, probably one of the scariest little sectors in all of Rallycross as well. So that comes just a couple turns later. It's
exactly.
It's a tough track, Bryan. It's a tough track, and we all know. I mean, not to expose iRacing, but the dirt section past basically the second turn doesn't really show tire wear, so you really have to guess where that line is, and that makes it a little difficult as well as you watch a driver go a little bit wide, try to avoid those tires as we are riding with Zachary Goddard here.
I've never had a problem with that. That's one of those
sectors we'll want to watch here tonight.
I've only found that there's one real line through there, and I don't want to.
Fair enough.
I don't want to leave it.
I know, but it's like there's blind corners, and that's what always gets me. Is you really have to send that car a little earlier than you're kind of anticipating or you expect, because those corners are sweeping. You got those look, it's like 4 or 5 tires tall, tired up here, and oh boom, as you see, It takes one incident, one guy smacking those tires, which grabs you up, spins you around, swallows you up, and sends you out in front of another driver, Brian.
Exactly. You want to take a look at the points, Justin?
Let's do it, please.
Let's
please.
see where we're at.
Zachary Goddard 97 over Klaus Kreutzer's 91. That's that 7-point gap we were talking about tonight. So Klaus Kreutzer has an opportunity here. If he can, currently 6th in practice. We'll see what happens. It's Matthew Morris, 62. And this is where the battle gets crazy, Brian. From here on back, it's pretty much anyone's game. Matthew Morris, Eric Kaplinger, Eric Dubois, Matty Grove, Jake Robichaud, JP DeFino, Kevin Garcia, Chris Luna. Top 10. There's only like 24 points separating that second to... and it's anybody's game there, second on. Team Watson Racing 206. They're at the halfway point, looking pretty good here so far. Slapex Racing powered by TWRS. 120 sitting in second. Then it's JC Simsport Subaru. Move over at Speedy Time E45 Subaru. Racing team by SNRS and TWRS. JC Sim Academy. Red Beaver Racing. Control Z Racing. 2. Round up.
Do we need the last ones? I don't think we need the last ones.
Oh gosh, it's still Subaru, right?
It's Subaru.
It's obviously Subaru.
It's Subaru.
Yeah. It's going to be Subaru for a long time, Brian, until they, I don't know, add some more cars. Even then, I don't know. Right now, so far in practice, we're going to punch it over really, really soon here, but it's Jake Robichaud topping it out. This track, white worn in so far, Brian. Let's get our programming notes fired off though, real.
We just started qual, Justin.
We did. Well,
we did.
We'll get it soon.
We
know that schedule's wild. Yeah. It's wild. It's wild. You got racing multiple nights a week, so just be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Get notified of all of our streams. You'll get notified for sure when they go live, and they go live a lot because we got a lot of racing here at ASN. Jake Robichaud, right now, first out for qualifying, rounds the first corner, Brian, into the dirt section. And we've got that cam as well. Look at that. And I know. I've seen this before. It's my old man. I've been down there. I've driven this sim. And it's looking good down there, Brian. Look at that.
Is he back on VR? I thought he was switched to triples.
He is. I guess he is. He did go to triples for a bit, but it does look like he's rocking that quest at the moment. Interesting little switch up there. Maybe he just wants some familiarity here. Or maybe the dips and the hard corners and the tight hairpins here. He just wants that VR experience. Yeah.
On the moon.
Yeah, he is flying for sure. He was here. He's doing good. Looking smooth so far. Rounds through the dirt section. Here comes at the out. The exit. Great exit. Smooth. That's a section you want to be very, very smooth on. Those tire barriers, they may look like they have tires inside of them, but they are essentially filled with concrete, Brian. You hit them and it's like hitting a brick wall. As Jake Robichaud rounds out, he's not our top. It's Matthew Grove that takes it so far in pole position with a 37.715.
Let's see what Batman's doing.
Robichaud gets a 38 flat. Not far behind.
Oh, we got JP DeFino or Batman DeFino here.
Batman DeFino.
45.7. He's
P6. He's hard through that first corner. Look at that. Little bit wide. Not quite on the inside where he wants to be. Look at that. Zachary Goddard now taking over the pole position. 37 flat. Goddard Garcia jumping in there. Morris in third position. Kaplinger in fourth. Kreutzer currently hitting fifth. A lot of shakeups now. I wouldn't expect everything to sit where it is now. There's still a couple laps to go for most of our drivers, so everything should shake up a little bit. Jake Robichaud jumps into the second position there. Matthew Grove gets into third, so that's your top three right now. It's Goddard, Robichaud, and Grove as we ride on board with Matthew Morris, that excellent overhead cam. I'm loving that, Brian. Look at this. Gives you a great angle of what it's like to be in the sim.
Yeah, Goddard reset fastest lap at 36.964.
Here he goes. Jake Robichaud still singing. And Jake Robichaud sets the 36.952 and dethrones Zachary Goddard by about a 100th of a second here. That's on his final lap. Will Zachary Goddard give it back to him here on his final lap? Rounding the final couple corners here. Yeah, Jake Robichaud is done, I think. Goddard's rounding the corner for his final lap now. Oh, he deletes it. He stops before it's even finished. So Jake Robichaud now provisional pole at the moment. unless someone else has an answer here, I think Kevin Garcia and Chris Lunan might be the only ones, possibly Eric Dubois, the only ones with lap times at the moment.
So while that was going on, Eric Kaplinger pulled it up in the third. He doesn't want to be here tonight. He absolutely hates this. He went back and forth all last night. I don't think I'll race. I don't know. I hate this track.
I mean,
I don't know if I'm
it's a hit or miss track for sure. T1 is so tricky. T1, T2, that transition through the start, so tricky. Sometimes, yeah, you might just want to avoid it. Take that drop week.
The whole toughest dip here, it's terrifying with people. It's hard by yourself, but it's even scarier with people. And then you go through the whole dirt section, and these tires are the most unforgiving tires that I've ever seen in my life. If you touch the first tire, your car's flipping. If you touch any of the other tires, your car is spinning and then probably flipping. And they're so grippy. They just
it's so bumpy, dude.
They want to take you to the moon.
Yeah, and it's bumpy. It's bumpy, so it makes it way more unpredictable. I mean, we're watching Eric Dubois. Look at that. He's just kind of cruising through, and you can see bumps through that section. So I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it there. So Torque Sports Car Series continues on this Thursday night. We have round 7 at Watkins Glen. And then it'll be the NASA Rallycross World Championship Series. We'll be joined by our 5 top drivers tonight. That'll be on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll have Bryan and Josh for that one. And then Futures and Lights will be at Barcelona for round number 6. That'll be on Sunday night at 8 and 9 Eastern. Jared Lott? Oh my gosh, I'm so silly.
No, it's Josh Darnell or Futures.
Stephen Moreau.
Josh Mercer.
Stephen Moreau.
And then Lights is Josh Darnell.
It's Josh Darnell and Stephen Moreau. Yeah. That's my bad. I'm not up on it at all. I'm so I could just look at my schedule here, like at my script, and see who it is, but I'm not paying attention. And we're back here again next Monday night. Contenders, Barcelona as well on the 7th. It'll be 9 p.m. Eastern. Of myself. And we just continue on and on and on. Round 8. Torque continues in Charlotte. That's going to be fun. Keep going. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe on ASN, Twitch. What are we on here? Blue Sky. I got to find my whole thing.
I keep saying the dark web. Nobody found it.
Lost myself. Yeah, the dark web. I mean, you can jump on there. But we're on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Just ring that bell to get notified of all of our live streams. We've got a lot of them. There's a lot of good racing going on here on ASN. So if you like sim racing, jump on in and get notified and tune in. And, be sure to head over to nasasimracing.com. Get into our Discord. Come say hi. Come join in on some of our racing. There's got to be something here for you. If we don't have something at NASA, we'll get you jumped in on something here. There's something we have for everyone here as we're looking at. Look at the smoke coming out of that.
I didn't even realize he flipped.
Reset. There's how many times what's the flip count at now, Bryan?
Did he just flip?
We've already surpassed it pretty good. Yeah. That's qualifying. We've got about another minute here, Bryan. What do you think's gonna happen?
We got one flip.
We got Jake Robichaud on pole.
Robichaud on pole.
Let's pop those results up. That's pretty much it so far. Flip counters up to 1. At least from what we've got. Jake Robichaud is our pole position driver. I'll break the fourth wall and say,
Josh Darnell says,
"Oh, Dad,
4 flips.
Let's go. Go get it."
4 flips.
It was 4. Okay, all right, yeah. Adjust that. Okay. Zachary Goddard will take second place, and then it's Eric Kaplinger rounding out our pole or our podium drivers: Matthew Morris, Matthew Grove, Klaus Kreutzer, Kevin Garcia, Eric Dubois, Chris Lunan, JP DeFino, Daryl Young, rounding out our 11 for this evening. Ooh, interesting. So we'll see what happens here.
It's looking like Heat 1's going to
make it happen. Can he start from the back? And
yeah, Heat 1 should be, I think, Jake, Eric, Grove, Garcia, Lunan, Young, maybe. So that would be Garcia starting in 3rd, which is I think this whole race depends on how well Kevin Garcia and Klaus Kreutzer can hold their lines together, because I think they're both starting in 3rd. And 3rd position is usually the great spot that if they slip, the whole field explodes.
Yeah. And I really think like a well-timed joker here, if you can use the lap right, not save it to like the very last lap and waste it, you can do some good here and make up. I know there's not a lot of place to pass, but you can get a good start and have a little bit of patience. I think there's an opportunity here still to come back. Go up and see what can happen here. Looks like stewards are getting ready to get things go. Got some fresh dirt out there. They've gone and done a sweep. Just firing out the drivers now to the grid. It is going to be JP DeFino, Kevin Garcia, Matthew Morris. 1 Ford, 3 Subarus, 3 Americans, 4 cars. Great little race.
Look at that.
It's
I think we're doing 3 heats. So yeah, that's smaller fields. Okay.
Yeah.
So it might not be as much chaos until the LCQs.
That's fair. And you know what? That's probably proper. Give these drivers a chance to showcase their skills here as we fire it up for heat number 1, round 5. Contenders Championship is ready to go. We go green. It's a great launch from Kevin Garcia up in front. Gerald DeFino jumps out in front of Matthew Morris. And Matthew Morris just diving out and back, waiting for something to happen. Jake Robichaud a little bit squirrely on entry, gets it recovered, but has to file in behind DeFino. And it's Garcia, DeFino, Robichaud, Morris into the dirt section for the first time.
And this is really going to test the drivers in the back, Justin. This is a very hard track to pass on, and if you attempt to pass in the dirt, it is generally calamity. You can do it, but both drivers have to fully trust each other. It usually happens coming out of the dirt section.
Kevin Garcia with a very famous Contenders mistake, locks up in the final corner, does not hit the wall though, but send him to the back as it's Gerald DeFino. Jake Robichaud still a little bit messy on the entry here down in Duff's Dip, and it's JP DeFino goes off into the dirt section, and he'll give it to Jake Robichaud here. Jake from back to the front, he'll make it happen after a couple laps, just on some mistakes alone. Now Matthew Morris in second place. He finds himself behind Robichaud, and he's battling now outside the dirt section. And we've got a full-on shuffle here as JP DeFino, he's a full 360, slams into the wall, and that car's done for the evening, Brian, after a couple laps.
Not done for the evening. He'll be back in the LCQ, but that was a hard one.
Yeah, he's going to have to get that hammered together here for the next one.
Kevin Garcia just went to Joker. I like how my timing tells me somebody crashed, but they just went to Joker. We're going to take a look back at DeFino, though. We're going to see what happened there.
Let's see what happened. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking the same thing.
He comes out, he just loses it.
Oh, I think he might.
And loses it.
Yeah, he might have tapped the wall just a bit, but on the when you're really close to the tire barriers on the left side, it is very bumpy, unusually bumpy. So easy to lose it there. Very tight through braking is Matthew Morris through the Joker as Kevin Garcia goes through his as well. I think that's Kevin Garcia's strategy done for the evening.
Yeah, Kevin Garcia's got one. He's got two.
He just passed the line and fired off two. So Jake Robichaud, no Jokers yet. I expect him to do. He has to do the next two now. He has to. Or at least in the next couple laps. He has this one at least to spare, in my opinion, because you don't want to be doing it on the last lap. There he goes.
Yeah.
Off for one of them.
The run the Joker gives you, especially in these cars. Especially in these cars, the run the Joker gives you the extra speed. If you take it on the last
Morris
lap
goes to the Joker
across the line, it's kind of a waste of a lap. So the last lap, you want to take a Joker's lap 5. You take it lap 5, you get the faster lap 6. If you take it lap 6 right at the end, you've just wasted all the speed.
You're wasting that run. Yeah, you're wasting that run on the backside because you're cutting it off halfway with the finish. So, yeah, I agree with the move here. Great strategy from Jake Robichaud here. Matthew Morris comes in still. He's still just sitting there about 5 seconds behind. Not really in contention for it. Kevin Garcia, though, Matthew Morris, this is a battle we'll want to watch. They're trying to get it out on the track.
Sorry, Justin. I had to divert my attention. The dog's eating the floor again.
Fine, Brian. Fine. Jake Robichaud gets his Joker off. It's going to be a little bit of a merge situation here with Kevin Garcia or Matthew Morris. Matthew Morris comes in just nicely right in behind.
That was perfect. That's what we've asked them to do. Just if you're the Joker in car, be aware of where you're going. Matthew Morris left him a little room so he could pick which.
And Robichaud went wide in the exactly perfect merge. Matthew Morris files in behind Jake Robichaud now, so just a second behind as we are about to get the white flag. Kevin Garcia's right there, so it's just a 1, 2, 3. Anybody's race still here as we get 1 lap to go.
Yeah, Morris declared his line early there, which is what you want. You don't want people switching lanes as you're 2 or 3 car lengths behind them. I think we had an incident one season with I think it was Littlander and Lindy. I think one of them was jokering and one of them One of them was switching lanes, and they hit themselves and blew up.
As this one here, Jake Robichaud exiting the dirt sector. The final lap. This one looks like it's his from the back to the front. He's going to make it happen. He's our pole position driver tonight, rounding the final corner for the checkered flag, and he'll take heat number 1. It's a great win for the Canadian, ahead of Matthew Morris, Kevin Garcia in 3rd. JP DeFino will take 4th position from the pits. They'll have to make it happen in the semifinals and get that car banged out and ready to go. But it's a great race from the Canadian, from the back to the front. As he'll move on here to the semifinals, we'll get heat number 2 underway, and it'll be Daryl Young, Eric Dubois, Matthew Grove, and Zachary Goddard. Zachary Goddard make that same move happen that Jake Robichaud did. Get it done in a couple laps. We'll see what happens. It's all down to that start. So, all drivers out here ready to go. We're firing it up and getting ready for heat number 2 here. Round number 5. Wicked launch from Zachary Goddard on the outside. He's side by side with Eric Dubois already in that second phase. He gives it to Eric Dubois, though. Maybe just waiting for it. That's perfect patience right there from Zachary Goddard. He makes a couple moves already. Now he just bides his time for the 000. Tucks in behind there in the dirt section as we go through here for the first time. It's Eric Dubois, Zachary Goddard, Daryl Young, and Matthew Grove. Well, Matthew Grove makes something happen here as well. He's really quick in practice and in qualifying. As we round the final corner for the first time, it's going to be Eric Dubois. Zachary Goddard's already looking to the inside here on Eric on the exit. He's setting up for a move. Daryl Young and Matthew Grove. That's our line so far as we're on with Zachary Goddard through Duffus Dip. A great view of this dive down in. It really gets into the pit of your stomach, especially in VR. He's in there tight. Both these drivers, excellent use of the grass on the inside here. Both of these guys know what's going on. Great lines in the dirt section. We'll see. It's going to be either a slip up or someone make it happen on the Joker rotation. Will someone go here now? Zach thought about it. It looked like he kept on going, but Daryl Young will fire off for the first time with Matthew Grove.
Look at
Zachary Goddard.
Justin, he is locked in.
Oh, he's locked in. He's so smooth, unfazed as he's chasing down Eric Dubois. And if I'm Dubois, I would not like to see the likes of Goddard in my mirror. I'll tell you that right now, I'd be sweating. A little bit of a mistake there on the exit from Dubois. He has to set up and go a little bit wide in the entry on dirt. We'll see here. Zachary Goddard's going to have a great opportunity to make something happen on the exit. Going to get a bit of a run. Will someone joker here on this opportunity? Will Zach go off? It's not a great opportunity. Oh, he's going to let Eric Dubois go off. He's going to head off on the track. I like this move, Brian. I'd probably stick out for at least one more lap or two.
We're going to see where Grove does something. Okay. So Daryl Young, if Daryl Young had stayed out, he would have had a drag race with Eric Dubois. But Daryl Young also took his second joker.
Young wants his clean air, and I don't mind that strategy choice one bit, Brian.
Oh, Eric Dubois.
As we focus Dubois off the track, he's going to have, I think, no slow. Oh, he does not get a slowdown from what I can see.
You get one, but you clear it so fast. You clear it before you even get out of the dirt.
It doesn't matter because now Grove's trying to make a pass on Eric Dubois now. Dubois goes for his second joker. And Goddard now just off to the races. Once he takes his joker, it's not really going to be too much of a competition now. About an 8-second gap from first to second is Grove now, who's taking that over. Daryl Young.
Yeah, Grove's
now,
also got
Dubois
one left.
Coming off on his run. Yeah, Dubois just came off on his run we were talking about on the joker, but he got kind of checked up with Young. He's not on one, so now Dubois stuck almost in traffic behind Daryl Young, has to make something happen here in the back. Goddard jokering. I know if Matthew Grove does not, it'll be a little bit close. No, it will not.
Yeah,
Emergent fine. No contact.
No, we've got about a 5-second delta. So regular laps are around 37. Fine. Looks like these jokers are about 42 tonight. So yeah, that's about 5 seconds. So right now, Goddard's got 2.3 to Grove, and if I'm Goddard,
they both have a joker left.
If I'm Goddard, I might save it to the last lap now, just so. But he's going.
I don't know. Yeah, he's going. I would go too. So Grove will save his to the last lap. He'll try and make this drag race. So if he can get a good lap in and get no mistake against Goddard, there is an opportunity. So we'll keep an eye on this here as we get the white flag.
I don't want to give Grove that opportunity.
No,
that's why I
know.
Now
he has to chase him down.
That's the only time I'd save it to the last. I already got a gap on him. If he wants to offset from me, he's going to have to offset and then get one hell of a run.
Oh, I don't think it's going to happen here, though. That gap's sitting at about 2 seconds here now as Goddard's really close behind. He's tucked right in. So Matthew Grove will have no choice but to Joker here on his last lap. He'll dive out in. Zachary Goddard will round the final corner here to take heat number 2. No issues here. It'll be ahead of Matthew Grove. And Daryl Young will tuck himself in right behind there. Or will he? He smashes the wall and tucks it in, and he gives it to Eric Dubois. So a very similar mishap to Jake Robichaud in last season, smashing the last wall and not making it, will be Daryl Young. An unfortunate finish here, as we'll get the instant replay. Just gets in real hot on the final corner. It's so easy to do, Brian. You hit that little bump, and it's just a bit of a camper change, but he gets too hot here, and he gets tucked in and just smashes that wall real hard. He's going nowhere. Gives that to Eric Dubois. Eric Dubois will get a position.
We're gonna give that one flip.
One flip, yeah. Quarter, going a half flip. Put a 0.5 on there, Brian. I hate to laugh at someone else's demise. It's an unfortunate incident there. Zachary Goddard will take it home here ahead of Matthew Grove. Eric Dubois. And Daryl Young after that incident there. This one's going to be a small one. It's Chris Loonan.
Cute little heat
three. Yeah, and Eric Kaplinger. Be a great little race here, but we've got a couple Fords battling it against a Subaru. We'll see what happens here. Klaus Kreutzer. He's our P2 man here, trying to make something happen against Goddard. He's going to have to win this, no doubt. He wants some points. That fired up. Get ready. We go green. Great launch from Loonan on the inside there. As Kreutzer goes up and high. Kaplinger just biding his time real slow. Slams the curb as Loonan, but he doesn't like the feel of it. Has to collect the car, and he's almost to the back. Recollects it through T1 on the inside ahead of Kaplinger. And comes in behind Kreutzer. So now Loonan just chasing Kreutzer now. This is how we kind of expected to go through T1. Kaplinger, I don't know if he's biding his time or yeah, he just really doesn't like this track at all, and he's really not comfy. But we round the final corner here. Oh, a little tight. Locked up the brakes just for a smidge. There's Kreutzer as it's Kreutzer, Loonan, Kaplinger after the first lap here in Knockhill. This one's probably going to be pretty quiet from here on out, but we'll take an eye on it. We'll just watch Kreutzer, see what happens here. Because it's just going to be his race to lose, I think, Ryan.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a quiet one unless we get some ridiculous laps on rotations. But I think any passing that's going to happen is either come off of a mistake or off of a Joker rotation.
Always love Kreutzer's cam. No doubt he's in that same call as he this time.
On the first opportunity.
He does.
He runs a 42.
Okay.
So just about the 5 second delta, like everybody's doing right now. 5 second delta.
Yeah.
So
one in the same. It's a pretty routine race here. Anything can happen though at Knockhill. So don't run away or don't snooze on this one just yet. This might be Klaus Kreutzer's race to lose.
Yeah, exactly. Like what we just saw happen to Darrell. Looks like Kaplinger's taking his second one, but the way you take that final turn, if you want optimal speed, you go out almost fully left into the pit lane, and then you cut back because you want to carry as much speed as you can. And if you lose it doing that, you're doing exactly what Darrell did.
Yeah, you get the tires loose for just a second. So easy to do in these 600 horsepower all-wheel drive cars, and these on that basically that camper changing Terrell. Klaus Kreutzer a little bit tight through the final couple corners there. The brakes just locked up into a small trail of smoke. That very easy to happen too in the Subaru. Just the way it brakes, the way it rotates through the corners. Klaus Kreutzer a little bit loose through T1, manages to recover, but he's through the middle of the corner. That's not where you want to be if you want to get maximum grip, so he gives up just a smidge of time to Loonan now. So Loonan creeping his way into it. Both of these drivers, no jokers yet, Brian. I think they have to do it now.
They're going to have to do it now, and I'm watching is Eric is only a 10.
Loonen does it.
11 seconds behind.
Lunen's going to save his last one for the last lap, so that's an interesting strategy there.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy, and that's going to open some opportunity up for Eric. They were only about 5 seconds separated, and if Lunen's going to give up his fast lap, Eric got 2 of them.
Eric's been patient, and he knows with just like very minimal gain, it's best to just finish this one out. So if he can manage to gain
Lunen
one
hasn't taken
spot
either
here,
joker, and Eric is only 8.9 seconds behind him, so he's going to have to take both of them here.
All right. So we'll watch that merge as Kaplinger makes a small mistake on the exit of the joke, or on the exit of the dirt rather. Has to recuperate, manages to keep it going. He's still on the track here. We'll watch this merge.
Don't know how close it's going to be. We're showing about a 6-second gap between the first and third. This is Kreuzer's race. Kreutzer is effectively in first place. We're just waiting to see who comes out in second and third. It's going to be a tight one.
It'll be very close. 2.5 seconds is Kreutzer to Lunen from first to second, so it should be about a couple seconds to the line there, no doubt. But Kaplinger, that's the one we're going to want to watch here. We'll watch that exit very closely. There he goes. So Lunen's at the hairpin now. Kreutzer running the final couple corners. Here comes Kaplinger. Where will it be? It's not going to be too close. As Kreutzer will take heat number 3 here and move along with Chris Lunen and Eric Kaplinger into the semifinals. So a race for position. Now, despite there just being 3 drivers, is pretty spirited. We'll take it as the stewards very quickly move us right along into our semifinal with Jake Robichaud heading this one ahead of Klaus Kreutzer, Matthew Grove, Kevin Garcia, and Eric Kaplinger. This one's going to be very tasty. We've got 3 quick drivers here this evening in the podium in this race. Top 5 moving on, and basically everyone moving on. But
this is where
it'll be for position. It'll be for position in that feature. So very crucial nonetheless for points in the end of the evening.
This is
now for Kreutzer. Kreutzer will be hungry for them. You're right. There's more drivers here. They're not used to it just yet. We got 5. They're rounding up. And it goes green. Great launch on the outside from Garcia. He's going to take first. It looks like he's going to go out. He's going to dive. Yes, right out in front. Jake Robichaud will let Kreutzer jump out for the first little sector, but he's going to hold the inside on him. He's going to dive in the second phase and get it. Oh, Garcia around, smacks the tire barriers, and he takes Matthew Grove with him. Grove will go into reverse, try and get this car turned around nice and smooth. Collected in that unfortunate incident he was. Jake Robichaud now ahead of Klaus Kreutzer and Eric Kaplinger.
So we're already We're already a little spread out. We're going to go look. I want to go look at Kaplinger's position.
Let's take a peek. Let's do it.
He snaked through there. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't do anything.
Was it the wrong one? That's okay. That's okay.
Maybe I'll hit the button again. We'll see
what
happens.
See. No, that's a different incident. That's unfortunate.
I'm not even live. I can't work buttons, Justin.
They're just
there we go.
They're not cooperating. We're not getting it. That's all right. You get it now?
Let's try and get it now.
See what happens. Inside. Yeah, here we go. We're in with Grove. Garcia is going to smack the wall here on the exit. There's just nothing he can do at all. He doesn't see anything. He's just driving behind a driver, and he gets smashed.
Completely unavoidable for Grove. He had no idea there was even an accident happening.
Well, what's Garcia supposed to do? He makes a mistake.
Hits the wall, spins.
He hits the wall. He's really at the mercy. He's at the mercy of gravity. There's really nothing he can do there.
His brake lights were on the whole time. But let's get a reset, Justin. We got Robichaud in first, Kreutzer second, Kaplinger third, Grove fourth, and Garcia.
We sure do. Robichaud actually in through a joker now. He's going to have a little bit of a merge with Kaplinger. No, he is not. Actually, Kreutzer, is out in first at the moment. I should have said that's even after a joker strategy from Robichaud. So, Kreutzer on a roll here already. After 3 laps, took us a bit to get that replay set up. But yeah, Robichaud doing great here. Kaplinger sitting in third comfortably. Garcia and Grove still kind of catching up from that incident in the first lap, so we'll keep an eye on that here this evening. Again, all these drivers here in this race, we're going to make it to our feature this evening. It's really just a matter of positioning here tonight.
Yeah. Like I said last night, it's more of a race of attrition than it is a race on track. Just survive.
Absolutely.
If you're not feeling comfortable pushing too hard, don't push too hard. We'll see a lot of cars tonight, probably in the feature. Attempt moves that they shouldn't be attempting, and that might be the end of them.
See if they pay for it. Yeah, we'll see if they pay for it. This is a track where you want to get a good start, tuck yourself in somewhere, and then just race your race and hope something happens when it happens. Maybe Joker get some clean air and get some good laps in if you think you can do it. Otherwise, yeah, there we go. Jake Robichaud now takes over first as Klaus Kreuzer gets a Joker lap in here at the midway, or near the end point of this race. Looks like Klaus is going to get his final 2. He's been doing that all night long. He's been doing a 4-5 or a 4-5 lap punch, and then his final lap he's been doing it out on the track. I like it. That's how I usually do it, Brian. So it's great to see. Jake Robichaud. Oh, he should. It's close. It's close. They both have a Joker lap to go. Jake's holding about a 4-second lead at the moment. Both through their Joker laps, their second Joker laps at the same time. So Jake Robichaud's holding it on Kreuzer at the moment. And here we go. We got the onboard camera with Klaus. I love this one. This is amazing.
That's Joker strategy. He's done and dusted.
It is.
Closest thing
it
we
is.
have
So
to
Robichaud now.
Are chasing down Klaus.
Yeah.
About 2 seconds. I don't think we're going to get a 2-second difference on the final lap here.
So Jake Robichaud absolutely killing it here tonight. Contenders in Knockhill.
He was
loving this track. Feeling fast here.
He was on pole last night in futures.
Here we go. I did not catch futures, unfortunately. So a little out of the loop. Be better if I did. But there we go. It's Jake Robichaud. He's going to win here tonight in our semifinal and move on. I think that's going to be pole for him in our feature tonight. Klaus Kreuzer, Eric Kaplinger, Matthew Grove, and Kevin Garcia. Our top 5 from semifinal number 1. Get the rest of them here filed in for semifinal 2 as we determine the grid. And that one driver, Brian, that's going home.
That's tough.
It's huge. Rough.
It's tough to be that one driver.
That one guy. In a track like Knockhill, it can be your fault, someone else's. Zachary Goddard, Matthew Morris, Chris Loonan, Eric Dubois, JP DeFino, and Daryl Young. Our grid for this evening for our second semifinal. It's a healthy one. Zachary Goddard should take it back, no problem. But Knockhill is a crazy beast. We fire it up and get ready to go here for semifinal number 2. And it's green. And it's a wicked start from Goddard. But also Loonan files his way in there. And we'll see he gives up a little bit too. It's side by side now with Morris and Loonan into T1. Loonan will hold the inside line, which is the favorable one. Gives a little bit of a nudge to Morris to let him know I'm here. And you know what? That lets DeFino file in for 3rd. We're almost side by side in the back, but we're not. Here we go. Single file now. It's Goddard, Loonan, DeFino, Morris, Dubois, and Young as we exit the dirt section for the first time. Round the final corner. And finish up our first lap. Still single file. And Zachary Goddard is off to the races. And Matthew Morris. Sorry, Chris Loonan. AP DeFino now. Giving it to Loonan through T1. It's close here from 2 on back. No one's letting anyone get away so far. Oh, this is tough. I mean, we're talking like a second between every single driver here all the way back. So if someone's not making it tonight, it's not going to be from hard battling.
Going.
Here we go. That is a crowded Joker lap. Daryl Young really giving it to Dubois on the exit here.
4 of the 6 drivers take their Joker. I love the variety, guys.
Right?
DeFino, Morris, Dubois,
Spice of life here.
All taking their first Jokers. Is that Morris losing it a little bit? No, that's Eric Dubois losing it a little bit in the AstroTurf there.
Almost getting a nudge from Young there as well. Young just kind of patiently waiting for his time to pass Dubois. These four here. Morris, Dubois, Young. This is quite the battle here as we're on with Morris. Morris chasing down DeFino a little bit tight. So is Morris. Great camera angle here. You get to see that wheel work from Morris here, especially through T1 and T2. This is I love this section. Diving down into Duffus Dip here. Smacking that curb. We carry the inside. Look at the focus. Holding that inside. Great work here. Same with DeFino, though, holding that off.
I like his notebook that says hi, Mom, on it.
I like that. Hi, Mom. Morris's mom is watching tonight. Hello, hello. Say hi in the chat. Oh, Morris makes a mistake. I think he wanted a Joker, but changed his mind at the last moment because DeFino went out. Locks up, goes into the grass, has to go around there.
Yeah,
Justin,
that's a Joker. You cannot change your mind. If you're going, you're going. The difference
full
between
tilt.
jokering and not jokering, there's no, I'm going to let off or I'm going to go. You're going to, ooh, Eric Dubois.
Oh, Dubois loses the front right tire. And that's it for Dubois. His night's basically over.
Not connected to the vehicle.
It's hanging off. No, it's gone.
Eric Dubois will be our one car not making the feature tonight.
Dubois. So far, officially, you're right. Will not be making it tonight. Zachary Goddard's now. His strategy is just about. Oh, his strategy's not done. He's going to save his final one for the last lap. That much confidence there. Chris Lunan. His strategy's finished, and he's coming around the final for the corners. Now being harassed by Morris through the first couple corners. DeFino just waiting for something to happen. So now we're all just fighting for position with Dubois off on that mistake there through T1. Goddard's gonna joke for the second time here on the second to last lap, lap 5. That's the perfect time to do it.
Not a great joker by Morris. Sliding the tires. You don't want to slide it, but everybody's taking
tires are hot for Morris for sure.
We got Goddard, Linden, DeFino, Young, Morris, and Dubois, who's out. We're on the last lap. I think anything that's going to happen is going to be between Young and DeFino.
Happen now. Yep, you're right. Zachary Goddard comes out of the dirt section for the final time here.
But I don't think
that's the final couple corners. No, I don't think so. Zachary Goddard's going to round that final corner here to take home semi-final heat number 2. This will give him second position on the grid tonight in that feature race. Chris Lunan in second position. JP DeVino will round it around the corner safely. For third, Matthew Morris will make it by for 5th.
Somebody had a fuel back there.
Darryl Young, he might not be either out of fuel or he smashed the wall or something.
He was limping it.
He'll limp it over the line for 5th position. So, Zachary Goddard, second semifinal winner this evening. He'll move on. We'll get that grid set for our feature race. You're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to be absolutely wild. We got someone new up there on the pole position. My dad, Jake Robichaud. So, we'll be right back. Take a few messages. Or we'll see a few messages. And then we'll continue on that feature race.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. You know, down takes the lead in the 2 What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it. This is going to get spicy. Exiting turn 1, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McLaughlin contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wentz. He can't make anything happen. For the 26, he's not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn 1, up heading to the inside. And Magnus gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wentz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to spot.
We welcome you back to round 192 of the championship overall, and round 5 of the 26th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders here in Knockhill. Bryan, Sawyer in the production truck, and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaud, live on the Automotive Sports Network. The NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Cameras all season long are brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Finally, the intro music for our feed is produced by Alex Abetti. And don't forget, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Ring the bell to be notified of our live streams weekly, along with all of our short-form video content. And if you'd like your content broadcasted by ASN, you can contact us at asn.com or asnTVUSA.com. If you'd like to race with NASA, probably have something for you. Head on over to nasasimracing.com. Join the Discord, say hi, see if we can get you in one of our series. Just get you racing with us in general. Let him pop in and see what it's all about. So let's see who can join. Former winners Tyler Campbell, Chris Wetz, Matt Grove, Cody Crosgrove, Matthew Lindy, and Klaus Kreutzer. There's a few familiar names in there. There'll be a new one etched tonight. Will it be Jake Robichaud?
I think it will.
Continue on here from pole position. Can he win the feature? I think it's going to be Barry. I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking good here. Let's see.
Look at these times right now. It's Robichaud Goddard.
Look at that.
I mean, there's almost 2 tenths between them. That's a sizable. I mean, it's not a huge gap, but it's sizable.
It's not huge, but it's pretty good. Pretty good here at a track like Knockhill that's starting to rubber in.
Yeah, and they've got
real quick.
They've got about 10 laps each in. So.
Oh, geez, yeah. So they're like pretty on neck and neck. So, 41% of you guys tonight said between 4 and 7 flips. We're at 4.5. You guys are nailing it here. So we've got a few to go. I don't know. I think we can still crest 8. The night is still young here in Knockhill.
I think we're going to
these guys here
16
locked in,
turn
boys.
1.
60. Someone's gonna have like a Duffus dip meltdown and just have like a 12 or something, like a dozen. Daryl Young riding. absolutely riding the tire barrier here.
You're gonna see the
I don't know. It
unknown.
could definitely happen.
We're all gonna learn that iRacing has modeled an ambulance and it drives out on the track.
That'd be amazing. That's what we need right there, Brian. Watch the drivers come out and and do like a big cheer, backflip off the car or something. Anyway, we're getting close here. We're got about a couple minutes left here.
You want to hit some programming notes? I got that button already queued up.
Let's do it. I'm so awful at it, but we'll check it out here.
Do it. I like doing it.
Oh, if you like doing it, go for it, buddy.
I got it. All right. So this Thursday, Joey, Josh, and I, for the Torque Sports Car Series, we were gone last week. We're back this week. It's round 7 at Watkins Glen. That will be live at 8:40 Eastern time. Watkins Glen is a fun track. We got the full boot. It's going to be a journey. Then on Saturday, Josh and I back again. We'll be here, Knockhill, ending off Knockhill week with the Super Race. The 5 best drivers from here and all our Super drivers. That'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then on Sunday on ASM Plus, subscribe for $1. You get these right now. We're working on some more content for ASM Plus, but we'll kick off Barcelona week, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be Josh Mertz and Stephen Moreau, followed immediately by the NASA Rallycross Lights, taking 5 best drivers from the futures and all our Lights drivers. That's going to be Josh Darnell and Stephen Moreau. We got to change the last name on the Josh, but it's still a Josh and Stephen. And then on Monday night, Justin, we'll be back here. We'll be midway through Barcelona week.
You know it.
And Barcelona.
I love Barcelona so much.
Barcelona's a great track. It's great if you trust the drivers that you're with. If you don't trust the drivers that you're with, hold on to your hard hats.
Fair enough.
Fair
enough. You know what?
That switchback is a little
if you
scary.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Someone makes a mistake, you almost have to be ready for it. You can benefit a lot. You can be really aware through there, and you know your car very good, but geez, good luck. Good luck. But otherwise, I like the track. It's been mean to me. Very mean to me.
30 laps between them. Goddard was still about 2 tenths behind Robichaud.
Oh, there was no change there. All right, here we go. Drivers are going to get ready here. We're going to get that fresh dirt on for our feature race. Drivers are going to get ready to go. The grid is Jake Robichaud, Zachary Goddard, Klaus Kreutzer, Chris Lunan, Eric Kaplinger, Gerald DeFino, Matthew Grove, Matthew Morris, Kevin Garcia, and Daryl Young. Those are our top 10 drivers for today. And contenders, they're getting ready. We got 2 drivers ready to go to hit that grid. And then it's going to be lights out here in Scotland.
Justin,
for our
we need the blimp.
Scottish Grand Prix.
We need the blimp.
We need the blimp for sure. You know it. The office dip is so beautiful. We need to get everybody in here all at once. They're all down there. They're firing it up. They're getting ready to go. Lights are about to go off. Oh, I hope they don't. I hope they don't. This is more drivers than we've seen here in Duffus Dip all night. It's a wicked launch from Zachary Goddard, though. It's going to be side-by-side for Lunan and Robichaud. Will any of them be a little bit aggressive? Lunan tries to be. He's a little bit loose. Goes wide. Gives up a position to Kreutzer as well. So now it's Goddard, Robichaud, Kreutzer, and then Kaplinger moves himself into 4th position.
Justin, it almost looked like the back half of the field gave the front half of the field a second to go.
Yeah. It did there for a second. I hope nobody makes a
I think the front half of the field just got such good starts that the back half is like, okay.
Oh, whoa. Alrighty. Yeah, let's go. We round the first lap. It's Kreutzer. He's off away on Robichaud in 2nd position. Kreutzer just right there and behind in 3rd position. Kaplinger holding on. Morris right there. DeFino as well with Young, just in case something happens. Garcia just kind of on the outside looking in with Lunan. Bro. The back half is absolutely close. Throw a blanket over them. Any little issue here in the dirt would be catastrophic for many of them, no doubt. As we get a Joker strategy from Kreutzer here on lap number 2. As well. Young goes in. Young gets really tight. Has to lock up and recollect himself, but that doesn't... that's not before he gives it up to Garcia and possibly Lunan. No, Lunan side by side with Young now. Absolutely drag racing. And Lunan capitalized on that mistake from Young through T1. He goes a little bit to the inside. Contact. They're both around.
They both
Loonan
held it
collects
together
with an e-brake save,
well.
but not before he has to go around. Yeah, you're right. Young will get it collected and get out there before Loonan will let him go. That's the gentleman's move. Like to see it, but that's an issue. The last little bit of an aggressive
Let's
move
figure
there
out
from
what our
Loonan.
battle up front's doing, though, Justin. We got Zachary Goddard, 1.6 up on Jake Robichaud.
Oh, yeah, so far,
Zachary
none
Goddard
of the...
is-
No jokers from either of these guys either.
And they are running identical lap times. Zach Goddard a 37.051. Jake Robichaud is 37.093.
Oh, boy, so Goddard figured something out here after practice. He's unleashing it here on the track in the feature. So he's leaving Robichaud behind just a little bit here. It's a 1.7-second gap. No joker at all from the top four just yet. Will anyone go? Goddard will not. Robichaud will not. Kaplinger will not. Morris will. Flies right by Kaplinger, really close. Great opportunity, gets a little tight, goes a little wide, carries a lot of speed, but he's going to come into traffic here. He's going to run into Grove and Klutzer.
That's not ideal.
Oh, no, it's not. He's coming up hard on Grove through Duffus Dip.
He's getting that speed boost, and he's got to check up, which eliminates all the extra speed you get. You really got to pay attention at your relative, who's behind you, what their time is. You got about 2 seconds to decide when you're coming out of this dirt to easily look at your relative and go, oh, they're 5 seconds behind. I'm not going.
Oh, I know. You have to be super aware here because a small mistake like that can stuff you into traffic.
I would if I was him.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And
he does. And tight, really tight is Kreutzer. He does the same mistake again, has to go around the tire barriers, and wow, Grove almost merges into Kaplinger right there in front of his eyes as well. So, calamity in the middle of the field here. Narrowly avoided twice in a couple corners. Kreutzer now. Does he have a slowdown from going around that? I don't think so. I don't think it penalizes you from that. You're slow enough. So it's really just Goddard and Robichaud really up front here. Kaplinger holding on a little bit as we ride on board with Kreutzer. Just chasing down Grove at the moment. See a good view here. Just dive into Duffus Dip here. T1. Does he have anything here? Where Grove sets up wide. Gets it nice and slowed down. I like it, but he doesn't get slowed down enough and smooth enough to carry it on the dirt sector. So Grove just carrying on there.
I got a little secret for any of the drivers that are, if they're listening while we're commentating, get off the gas while you're going around those white barriers. You want to coast it. You want to be on the brake going all the way down to Duffus. You want to ride the brake and not touch the gas. You want the car's natural momentum to carry you around those barriers. It will keep you in the grass better. You'll keep your grip, and you'll be able to get off faster. The drivers that are staying on the gas through here are just burning time.
All right, so Zachary Goddard now finished his Joker strategy. Jake Robichaud has one left, but I don't know if Goddard had an issue because he's sitting in fourth now. You got Kaplinger and Grove battling hard in front of him now. Let's see what happens. Grove goes for his Joker and has to swerve around Kaplinger at the last minute there.
They hit. I heard a noise.
Didn't look like it on my end, but who knows? Grove comes out into traffic as well. Morris has to cut to the inside to give him away. But now we get a drag race into Duffus Dip between Morris and Grove. We go side by side down into Duffus Dip. Kreutzer's right there just in case. He stuffs himself to the inside, gets in there in front of Grove, and takes the spot. Great move from Kreutzer there.
Goddard's only 1 second behind.
He will.
Kaplinger
He will,
and
but the
Robichaud.
storyline right now, the storyline's Robichaud. Robichaud's going for his second Joker. Will he come out? Where will he come out?
He's going to come out behind Goddard. About maybe 2
he is,
seconds.
okay.
2.5.
There it is. So that's the same gap we've seen all night. All right, little shuffle there. It was just Joker strategy. We got that out. So now, Goddard, Robichaud, Kaplinger. Everyone's Joker strategy is pretty much done. The exception of Grove. No, Grove's is done as well. So everyone's strategy is off and away. Everything's happening on the track now, Brian. And we've got a couple laps to go.
We got Grove trying to catch DeFino. It's not happening. Not through here, at least. He might be able to get some speed through the dirt section, but in my opinion, the Fiesta is the better car in the little dirt section. The Subaru might have a little more speed on the straight lines, but the Fiesta can get the nose in and get the car rotated more through that section, and you're a little safer.
As Goddard takes the white flag. Yeah, we are. He's diving down into T1. Robichaux's not far behind. Makes a small mistake, though. Goes wide into T1 as he's chasing him down. Kaplinger right there just in case, and so is Morris. I think the story tonight here, though, Brian, Klaus Kreutzer sitting in 5th position.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points lost here. 7 points back. This is not where he wants to be. As Zachary Goddard rounds the final couple corners. Pretty conservative. He knows he needs to make it. As he's going to win here. Good recovery from Sonoma. Jake Robichaud will take 2nd position. Kaplinger 3rd. Morrison 4th. Kreutzer will bring home 5th. Grove 6th. Right behind him with Young rounding the final couple corners. Now making it through clean with Lunin, DeFino, and then Garcia from the pits. Wow, what a race. My goodness, Brian. Unbelievable.
Right,
I really thought Robichaud was going to have that, but Goddard really just kind of snuck something out.
Goddard
just
found
had
some
something in
speed.
there. Yeah, he did. He found it somewhere. Or just got super focused. Had a good start. Definitely got a good start, no doubt. Regardless. So, great job there all around. As we'll let the drivers here recoup, get back to the pits. We'll get our drivers in for a meeting real quick. As that's your results here for this evening. Zachary Goddard, Jake Robichaud, Eric Kaplinger, Matthew Morris, Klaus Kreutzer, Matthew Grove, Daryl Young, Chris Lunin, JP DeFino, and Kevin Garcia. Woo! Wow. Loving that. Probably won't get Kaplinger tonight.
We won't get
for an
Cap.
interview. That's okay. That's okay.
Give me one moment here.
Ready when you are, Brian.
Who do we have? Are we going to be able to get Jake Robichaud? We're going to get Jake, right?
Yeah, we got both. We'll get them. Yeah, I'm going to get him in here.
We'll get
No doubt he's going to
Jake.
come want to talk to me. Yeah.
Let me get you ready.
I'm good. Let's, I think we have him ready. Jake, Dad.
Hi.
Howdy. Hey,
Hi.
buddy. Great race tonight. Probably not the result you're hoping for, how it started out. But despite that, man, P2 has to feel nice.
Zachary Goddard is so fast, guys. Come on. I tried. So is Eric. Like all these guys pushed me tonight, but I put the time in here. I got a feel for the track this week, and I put some times in time attack. I'm actually 3rd in time attack right now, just behind Emma. So I'm impressed with my results here.
That's a great race. You did phenomenal. I thought for sure you're going to take it home, really. And it really just, I think, boiled down to the start. Start's really kind of tricky, and and he got a great launch, but no doubt, great performance. P2 points has to feel good. That battle in the middle is tight, so you'll want those. For sure. Who'd you like to thank tonight, though, in an interview this season?
I would like to thank your mom for putting up with me in here all the time, practicing and stuff. So it kind of works out. And of course, Team Slapex, you guys, ASN, the whole thing, the broadcast guys. It's so much fun. This year, I come in with it going, I'm going to have fun. I'm looking for a top 5 finish in the points. So that's my goal for this year. Anything above that's a win-win for me. So just putting in the time, trying to hone my craft.
Love it. Great race tonight. We'll let you go bask in it and get ready for Barcelona next week.
Peace. Thank you.
Obviously, this race on Saturday and
woohoo! I'll be there.
Woo! All right, we'll see you then.
Thanks.
Good night.
Night, guys.
Jake Robichaud, P2 tonight, as we bring in Zachary Goddard. Zach, you got us.
Hello.
Hey, dude, great bounce back from last week. Good job tonight. It really looked like the story was going to be Jake Robichaud, but you kind of just snuck in there in the feature and ran off with us. Talk us through that, buddy.
Yeah, big kudos to him. He had pace all night. I also thought that he would run away with it, but I got that jump on him there, and I think I saw him run a little wide in turn 1 once or twice, and I think that kind of sealed the deal for me to just kind of stay smooth and hit my marks and run it in.
Hey, that's how it works here in Knockhill. Staying smooth is hugely important on a track that's not very smooth at all.
Oh, yeah.
So props to you, buddy, for coming in and getting a good win. Who'd you like to thank tonight for a solid performance?
First off, my wife and dad for always watching and supporting me. old NASA and ASN staff for putting on an amazing and super fun series and amazingly professional broadcast as always. The whole JC Simsport team for always pushing me. And finally, Emma and Debbie with Crown Creamery.
Thanks so much for the kind words, Zach, and great performance tonight. Those points are crucial. It should bump you up there after Klaus finishing 5th tonight. So good stuff, man. Nice, comfy run. You feeling good about Barcelona next week?
It's one of my more favorite tracks. So yeah, I think we're feeling
to hear that.
Pretty good.
Hey, look at that. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Excellent. Well, great race tonight, Zach. We'll look forward to seeing you next week, man.
Thank you, guys. See you.
See you, bud. Woo! Bryan. Yee-haw. So, Zachary Goddard punches his name into the record books again for the Scottish Grand Prix. Wow, what a race tonight. Holy jumping. I don't even have words for that one. But,
I got some
Zachary
words.
Goddard will win it tonight ahead of Robichaud and Kaplinger. So that's our podium. Crucial points there in the middle for sure. Can't wait to see how it goes. Actually,
don't forget about our one driver that did not make the race today, but he was great. And he finished P11. That was Eric Dubois.
That's right. Our lone driver that didn't make the feature this evening, Eric Dubois. Still some good points there. Nonetheless, something.
But you want real points? We got real points.
Let's go. All right. So that lead, pretty sizable now for Zachary Goddard. He can take a little bit of a breath. Klaus Kreutzer sitting at 117. This will change a little bit, though. We've got that drop week settled in now into the points. Matthew Morris in 3rd, Eric Kaplinger in 4th, and Jake Robichaud in 5th. Now, that's a big jump. He's up 2 positions, basically dethrones and replaces Eric Dubois. And Matty Grove in 6th, Eric Dubois 7th, JP DeFino in 8th, Kevin Garcia 9th, and Chris Lunan running at the top 10. That battle still pretty meaty in the middle. Team Watson Racing way up and away now, 243 over Slapex Racing, powered by TWRS with 167, and then JC Simsport Subaru 149. That battle not too bad. You'll want to keep an eye on that one. Move over at Speedy Time, 845 Subi Racing Team, Red Beaver Racing, JC Academy, Control Z Racing, and Slapex Racing, powered by TWRS, rounding out that top 9. And it's no doubt with Zachary Goddard winning the Subarus tonight, we're going to take a sizable points lead in that yet again. I mean, there's no so far. Woo! Wow. All right. Well, quick sponsor plugs. NASA Rallycross Challenge, always brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you so much, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. The camera is here all season long on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you so much, Andrew Cardinelli, for your continued camera support. And finally, the intro music that you heard this evening, the NASA World Feed, is produced by Alex Appetti. And if you like what you see, always like and subscribe. The Automotive Sports Network on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Ring that bell to be notified of all of our live streams on weekly with all of that short form content. If you like our content, if you'd like your content story broadcasted by ASN, you can contact us at asnTVUSA.com, and be sure to head over to NASASimRacing.com. We say it all night, but really, come in and say hi on the Discord. We're just we're literally a bunch of racing nerds. come chat about F1 with us or Rallycross. Always happy to have you. Final thoughts, Bryan, before we send it out?
Very proud of all the drivers. We did not have any major incidents in the turn 1. They all did pretty good tonight. We got new people developing pace. Shout out to your dad and shout out to Eric for hating the track and finishing in 3rd. But yeah, your dad put on a phenomenal show. Zach Goddard maintains his excellent pace, but I think your dad wins driver of the day vote if we had one of those.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd be a bit biased. I would agree for sure. I'm just like, with that being said, though, Zachary Goddard, excellent short-term memory. Yeah, yeah, just voting like on burners. Now Zachary Goddard honestly displays incredible short-term memory. Lawson just comes back swinging and says, you know what, I don't care that Sonoma happened. It was just a mistake. I'm gonna win in Knockhill anyways. And then now he says he likes Barcelona. So I can tell you right now, if you like a track, no doubt you're usually fairly good or quick there. So I'm excited to see what he has in the tank for us there at a pretty calamity driven track. So we'll see what that brings. Anyways, the checkered flag falls on this evening here in Knockhill. On behalf of our entire production staff and producer Bryan Sawyer, my name is Justin Robichaud. Thank you for joining us in today's coverage of NASA Rallycross Contenders. Congratulations to our winner, Zachary Goddard. And just a reminder, don't miss the 4th round of the NASA Rallycross World Championship on Saturday. Actually, it's the 5th round. Sorry. The World Championship on Saturday here at Knockhill. Until then, so long. Yes, buddy. What's up? Okay, what's up? Yeah. Let me just look at let me look at reopen close tab. Is that what yeah. Let me just look at the script. Yeah. Okay. All right. Nope. That's